Okay, let's start the interview now.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Miss Yang. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We're really excited to learn from your experiences and insights, especially about your work supporting refugee and immigrant families and helping strengthen community connections through education and mentorship. So, to start off, could you please introduce yourself by sharing your name, your current role, and the organization you work with?
Okay. So my name is Virginia Yang. I currently working for you know, local college, the teaching ESL program as a like senior instructor.
Oh, all right. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, then we can move on to our first question.
Okay.
Could you please tell us a bit about what first inspired you to begin working with immigrant and refugee families, and what were some of the most eye-opening experiences you had when you first started this work?
Um. So it's a, like a little long story, but to make it short, so my late mother actually was a refugee who fled from North Korea to South Korea during the Korean War. So growing up, I learned many lessons from her about resilience and compassion. So even though she had very little, she donated around $10 every month for 45 years to help orphans. So after I came to the United States to study, I naturally became involved with immigrant and refugee communities. So I began working at the Nashville International Center for Empowerment, a refugee nonprofit organization supporting refugees. So there, I helped a North Korean family who had escaped from through China to find freedom in America. So helping them felt like continuing my mother's mission. That experience, deeply touched me and led me to dedicate my career to helping immigrants and refugees settle and learn English.
That is so inspiring. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my great-grandmother was from North Korea as well, and
Mm-hmm.
that story really hit me deeply. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, our second question. What were some of the biggest challenges refugee and immigrant families face when they first arrived in the United States or in another country? How did you help the people who went through such difficulties?
um, when refugees and immigrants first arrive, the biggest challenges you might know they face are language and culture barriers, obviously. That's why structured ESL education is essential. And many parents also worry about how quickly their children can adapt to American society as well. I believe the most important thing is helping their children make friends and build confidence in school. So, social connection plays a powerful role in helping families adjust to their new environment, I guess.
Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
how, thank you. How has this work shaped your own perspective on family, education, and belonging?
Oh, that was a good question. So through this work, I was inspired to earn additional credentials in English education for international students. However, when I applied for my current teaching position, I expected to be asked mainly about my educational background, teaching skills, and knowledge. But the interview questions focused more on my initiative and leadership skills. So that experience helped me realize that what truly matters in education and community work is not just the knowledge, but compassion and the willingness to take initiative to make a difference. That's what I learned.
All right, thank you.
Hmm.
And as you said, many parents want to be involved in their children's education, but they often face barriers such as language, work schedules, unfamiliar systems, and, as you said, cultural barriers.
Hmm.
How do you help families build confidence in navigating areas like schools, healthcare, and government forms so that they can better support their children and feel empowered in their new community?
Um, yeah, I try to make parents feel they are not alone first. I help them understand how the school system works and how to communicate with teachers and how to fill out the basic forms and healthcare or government program. Okay, I often translate and explain official document in simple terms. But most importantly, I encourage parents to attend school events and talk with teachers. And even if their English is not perfect, so when parents gain small success, like signing a permission slip or understanding a report card, they begin to feel confident and proud. So that confidence spreads through the whole family.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the most important questions, I think.
Okay.
What are some cultural misunderstandings or assumptions that schools or communities could do better to address? How
Oh,
can schools better support newly arrived students who are still adjusting to the language and culture?
mm-hmm. That's a great question. That this is a thing that I just wanted to point out. So, one example that really surprised me was the family, North Korean family I helped. So they used almost all of their government settlement fund to buy a Nintendo and a computer and video games for their children. So I was shocked at first. That money, that fund is very useful to settle new environment, but they just put all money to buy Nintendo and video games. So I was shocked at first, but then I realized that to them, helping their child fit in with American peers was their top priority. So it showed me how much immigrant parents want their children to belong. So school can support these families by creating like buddy program that pair new students with local students who can help them with school life, language, and friendship. So this simple step can make a huge difference in helping immigrant children feel included and supported.
All right, that's a very good idea. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And as high school students, we sometimes see immigrant peers struggling with language barriers or feeling disconnected. And what's the best way for young people like us to be more supportive and inclusive?
As far as I know, the Tennessee is called the volunteer state, and it's also one of the 13 states that first welcomes refugees when they arrive in the U.S. So I highly encourage young people to look for after-school program or community centers that support immigrants and refugee families. You can volunteer by helping kids with homework, playing sports with them, or just being a friend. So these small gestures means so much. Sometimes they help immigrants feel less lonely and more connected to their new home.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And for our last question,
Oh,
what advice would you give to young people who want to make a difference, whether through teaching, mentoring, or community service?
I hope my answer is not just cliche, but you start small, but be consistent. You don't have to change the world overnight, right? Just start by helping one person, approach every opportunity with compassion and just genuine heart, and listen to people's stories and learn from them and use your skills to serve others, whether it's through teaching, mentoring, or volunteering. What truly matters is your empathy and willingness to act toward the refugee and immigrant people. That's how meaningful changes begins.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you again for this opportunity to share my own inspiration and my story to you.
All right, thank you so much, Mrs. Yang, for sharing your
You're welcome. You're welcome.
experiences and
Thank you
insights
again.
today. This is just the conclusion, but your work supporting immigrant and refugee families highlights the importance of language, education, and connection in helping communities thrive. We truly appreciate the perspective you've given us on how small acts of understanding and outreach can make a lasting impact. It's been a great honor speaking with you, and we're so grateful for the work you continue to do to empower families and strengthen communities. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for this opportunity again. Bye.